Good morning and welcome to another Ministry Minute with Pastor T. Look here, this morning I'm talking about we ain't got no worries over here. I'm in the New Living Translation Bible. I'm in the book of Genesis, chapter 22, verses 1 through 5. And it reads, sometime later, God tested Abraham's faith. Abraham, God called. Yes, he replied, here I am. Take your son, your only son, yes, Isaac, whom you love so much, and go to the land of Moriah. Go and sacrifice him as a burnt offering on one of the mountains which I will show you. The next morning, Abraham got up early. He saddled his donkey and took two of his servants with him, along with his son Isaac. Then he chopped wood for a fire for a burnt offering and set out for the place God had told him about. On the third day of their journey, Abraham looked up and saw the place in the distance. Stay here with the donkey, Abraham told the servants. The boy and I will travel a little farther. We will worship there and then we will come right back. Amen. Look here. Has God given you an assignment that seems so crazy, but you just trust God so much? You say, look here, Lord, I ain't going to even worry about what you just said. All I know is I'm about to go and worship. Whenever you find yourself in a difficult place and God has told you to go and do a difficult thing, don't look at it as, man, am I really hearing from God? Did God really say that? Look at it as an opportunity to say, I'm about to go and worship him. And that's what Abraham did. He got his instructions from God. He was like, cool, I'm going to roll with it. He chopped some wood, got his servants. He said, y'all stay here. Me and the boy about to go and worship him. And that's the mentality we have to have on today. Instead of worrying about what's going on around us, instead of worrying about the instructions that God gave us, just do as he has instructed them, and look at it as a chance to go and worship before the Lord. Be obedient to him. That's how we worship him, in our obedience. He said, go sacrifice the son. Yes, your only son, the one you love so much. And Abraham didn't even question it. He knew the voice of God. And let me tell you something. God's voice is the same when he's telling you some good stuff. And God's voice is the same when he's telling you some challenging stuff, some stuff that you wouldn't think that you would hear from the Lord. You know the voice of God. And so if God has told you something challenging on today, don't act like you can't hear his voice. Don't act like you need to go and get confirmation now to make sure that's him speaking. You know the voice of the Lord. So look at it as an opportunity to go and worship, because when you keep reading the story, you'll see that God had a ram in the bush for Abraham, and God will have a ram in the bush for you. Amen. I hope you enjoyed this ministry minute, and I hope you ain't got no worries on today, but that you look at every challenging situation as an opportunity to go and worship. Amen. If it be the Lord's will, I'll be back on tomorrow. God bless you, and no, we ain't got no worries over here.